Do you want to know what truly keeps a person standing after they have been hurt? The kind of hurt that wakes you up at 2 in the morning when the world is silent and your chest feels heavy. Listen close, because the problem was never their angry texts or their passive-aggressive posts or the little dramas they throw online. All of that is cheap noise. The real power move is not hate. The real power move is erasing them from your world so completely that they feel the emptiness where they used to matter. Today, I'm giving you 5 silent habits, 5 psychological strikes that go deeper than any revenge you thought about. 5 moves that look calm on the outside but shake the other person from the inside. When you use them, strange things start to happen. The people who left you, who betrayed you, who disrespected you, start thinking about you more than you think about them. They feel guilt. They start watching from a distance. Some of them even crawl back slowly, quietly, trying to find a door into your life again. And here's the twist. When they finally come back, you may realize you do not need them anymore. This is not soft advice. This is a strategy used by people who refuse to stay broken. This is Stoicism in motion. So breathe and start with habit 1, treat them like a stranger. The person who hurt you expects a show. They expect tears, they expect a fight, they expect rage or desperate love, because both reactions send the same message. You still matter to me. You still control my emotions. Do not give them that satisfaction. After the wound, you show no anger and no sadness. You go empty. Not cold for performance, but empty for real. If you run into them on the street, you give a small polite nod, maybe a brief hello, and you keep walking. No stopping, no long conversation, no heavy stare, no explanation. You are respectful, but you feel like ice. This simple act breaks their mind because it creates a terrifying gap inside their ego. They start asking themselves, wait, am I nothing now? Yesterday, I was the center of their world. Why am I invisible today? Did they replace me that fast? In Stoic thinking, you remove external chaos from your inner space. You drop them from a powerful force to a nameless passerby. Like deleting a useless app from your phone, they are not your enemy, they are not your friend, they are nothing. And remember, hate is not the opposite of love. Indifference is. When you treat them like air, you are saying your power here has expired, but be careful. Many people fail right here. They pretend to be cold while secretly waiting for a reaction that is not power. Real power is what you do when they are no longer part of your world, which brings us to habit 2. Build a new life without them. When they leave, they imagine you at home, defeated, lonely, stuck. They think you will shrink. They think your world will dim. So do the exact opposite. Upgrade yourself. Upgrade your circle. Meet new people, better people, people who think big, people who respect you, people who laugh with you loudly and support the future you are building. Go to new places, learn new skills. Put yourself in rooms that expand you, and most importantly, live real happiness. Not staged happiness, not fake smiles for social media. Real happiness that shows in your eyes, in your calm voice, in your unfiltered moments, because they will check your page, trust me, they will. They expect sadness, they expect silence, they expect emptiness, but they see you glowing beside new energy, and suddenly their mind starts screaming, who are these people? Why are they closer to you than I was? Why do you look happier without me? Why do you look stronger without me? That realization is a knife to their pride. They understand they could have been part of that life. They had a front row ticket to your future and they threw it away. Then jealousy mixes with regret, and that is a poison that eats them slowly. Every photo of you smiling, every achievement, every step forward becomes another drop of that poison in their mind. You prove a bitter truth. They were a barrier, not a destination. You never needed them to build a beautiful life. You only needed them gone so something better could enter habit 3. Control your reactions. Become a stone wall. This is the hardest habit, but also the most powerful, because silence cancels manipulation. When someone loses you, they often test the waters again. They attack indirectly. They post dramatic sadness. They upload happy pictures with someone new just to get under your skin. They talk about you through friends. They spread rumors. They try every cheap trick to pull your attention back to them, but you do not react. They try to provoke you. You give nothing. They try to spark jealousy. You do not move. They gossip. You shrug and continue your life. This is the Stoic art of ignoring. Epictetus said, "No one can hurt you unless you allow it." The moment you react, you hand them the remote to your emotions. They press anger and they smile. They press jealousy and they win. But when you stand like stone against their waves, they panic. Psychological indifference becomes torture for a person who needs control. They want to see you affected. They need proof. They still matter. And when their actions hit you like rain on an umbrella and bounce away, they spiral. They try harder. They send a casual message. "Hey, how are you?" They revive old memories. They change the tone. They bait you. But you remain calm, distant, unmoved, as if they are a mosquito buzzing near your ear and you are too busy to swat it. The message you send is brutal. You cannot make me happy anymore. You cannot make me sad anymore. You cannot make me angry anymore. You are powerless. And realizing they are completely powerless shatters their ego. They do not only lose your body, they lose access to your mind. That is total defeat. Habit 4. Take the high road in silence. No rumors, no explanations, no revenge. In today's world, people are addicted to shouting their story and dragging others through mud. But silence is class. When someone asks what happened, you do not trash them. You do not list every awful thing they did. You do not play the wounded victim. Instead, you say one short, calm, sharp sentence. "It did not work out. I am focused on better things now, nothing more." Why? Because if you start a public war, they get a shield. They say, "Look how crazy they are. I was lucky to leave." Your anger becomes their excuse. Your pain becomes their armor. But when you choose the high road, you rip that armor apart. Imagine a mutual friend goes back to them and says, "I saw them today. They did not say a single bad word about you. They just said they moved on." That sentence hits like a truck. They cannot blame you for drama. They cannot twist the story. They cannot play victim. They are left alone with their conscience in a quiet room with no noise to distract them. Your dignity exposes their lack of dignity. Your calm exposes their chaos. Your class shows everyone who the better person always was. The people around you notice it too. They see your character. They see your growth. You become the one with strength and value, the one they were foolish enough to lose. Habit 5. Silent forgiveness. This is the final piece and the strongest habit of a truly free soul. Deep inside, quietly, privately, forgive them. Not because they deserve it. Maybe they never will. Not because they apologized. Maybe they never will. You forgive for you, because holding anger is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. As long as you hate them, you stay chained to them. Chains of resentment are heavier than chains of love. They still control your sleep, your appetite, your focus. Cut the chain. Let them go like releasing a balloon into the sky. But here's the crucial rule. Never tell them you forgave them. Do not text, "I forgive you." Do not schedule closure. Do not give them a peaceful ending. You forgive in silence and you move forward. Why? Because silent forgiveness is the highest form of freedom. When you forgive quietly, you reclaim every ounce of your energy. The pain no longer wakes you at night. The bitterness no longer ruins your good days. You become light, you become free, and believe me, they feel that change, even without seeing you. Energy does not lie. When they hear your name, when they see you from far away, they sense something different. You no longer carry the weight of the past. You are calm, you are bright, you are untouched by the story that once owned you. That is what terrifies them most. It means you did not just survive, you moved beyond. Not half-healed, not pretending, completely done. They realize they cannot return with an apology and fix it. They cannot undo it. You process the emotional data and deleted it forever. And that is when the deepest regret enters their bones. They think, "I hurt someone who would have still protected my dignity, and now I can never get them back. They flew too far beyond my reach." Your forgiveness was a gift to yourself, but it becomes the greatest loss of their life. Now listen to the bigger truth. This path is not petty revenge. This path is rebirth. These 5 habits were never designed just to make someone miss you. Their true purpose is larger. They bring you back to yourself. When you treat them like a stranger, you respect yourself. When you build a new life, you respect your future. When you do not react, you respect your emotions. When you choose the high road, you respect your dignity. When you forgive, you free your soul. Stop wasting even one more second imagining how to hurt them. The sweetest revenge is the day you look back and realize they are no longer even a topic in your life. You already won. Not because you defeated them, but because you outgrew them. So here is your challenge. If you could start only one of these 5 habits today, which one would you choose and why? Write it below and be honest with yourself. And if this message reached you in the right moment, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who needs to hear it.